Hello, everyone. Welcome to Facebook Live on Sunday. My name is Anne Marie Heil. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. You can find me over my blog at stampinann.com. Normally, I go live Fridays at 4 p.m. Central. And I have just been having some challenges the past couple weeks. I've just been super busy, you guys. This past Friday, I was getting my club kits out and I just could not stop my momentum in order to get them out on time. And so I knew if I did a Facebook Live, it was going to totally derail it. So that's why I'm coming live today on Sunday. So I hope y'all are having a great day. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Peggy. Nice to see you guys are joining. We are actually going to be making a fun card. This is by request from a few people. And with Timeless Arrangements, this is something I shared for an Instagram hop. I don't remember what week it was. It might have been earlier this week. I think it was earlier this week. The weeks all blend together. Don't you know how that works? So that's what we're going to do today. We're actually not going to make a Christmas card today. So, hi, Melanie. Yes, I'm live right now. So welcome. Nice to see you there today. Okay. So I want to welcome you guys and thank you for joining me. In the description of this video, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, there will be links to my online store, all of my different social media. So if you're not already following me on all those different platforms, I'd love for you to follow me there. This video will post over on YouTube tomorrow, probably. And I do like to let you know, if this is the first time you're joining me for a Facebook Live, whatever project we make, I actually share a project sheet with my email subscribers, and it's an exclusive perk for them, which will have measurements and a full supply list for everything we use today. And that goes out in my weekly newsletter. Now, my weekly newsletter normally goes out on Saturday, but because I'm doing Facebook Live today, it's going to go out on Monday. So if you're not subscribed, you still have time to do that. And I'm going to pop the link here in the description on Facebook, or not in the description, in the comments here on Facebook. So if you're watching live right now, the link is here to join my email list, and I would welcome you to do that. And like I said, I will send out my newsletter will go out tomorrow, and it will have a project sheet for today's card, because I know what we're making, but we may switch it up a little bit. So we shall see. Hi, I see Cliffy's here from rainy Oregon. Oh, it's raining where you are today. It's a beautiful day here in San Antonio today. The weather's really mild. It's in the 70s and the sun's out. It's just really a beautiful day. It's getting a little chilly at night, but the days have been really nice. We've been really fortunate. We actually have all the windows open in the house today. I closed the window in here while I'm on Facebook Live because, I think it would be funny if my neighbors heard me doing this. They'd be like, what's going on in there? So I had to close the window. So thanks for sharing, Debbie. And also I do want to welcome you guys. So if you share the video, everyone who shares the video will go into a drawing to win the card that I make today. And so I will keep the drawing open from now until the next time I go Facebook Live. And so if you leave a comment on Facebook or YouTube, I will do a drawing to win the card we make today. Hi, Sharon. And then I do a second drawing for everybody who leaves a comment. So I would welcome you to comment, let me know where you're watching from, interact during the video, and I do some drawings for the cards that I make. So as I mentioned, we're going to make a what am I saying? A present. I think I have Christmas on the brain. A project with Timeless Arrangements. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that in a minute. I do have a host code, which is going to be listed in the description of the video as well. So if you do need any Stampin' Up! Goodies, and you can order in my online store, if you use the host code, you'll get some extra goodies from me. All right, let's do prizes. I'm going to share a little bit of housekeeping, and then we're going to make a card today. So the last time I went Facebook Live, we made this little cutie patootie owl card with his fun little ribbon nest. And it feels like it's been forever ago since I went live. I'm still really high on this video. Let me move this down a little bit. Hello. Oh my gosh, a lot of you guys. Suzanne says it's rainy where she is. It's rainy in Michigan for Debbie. Lots of rain out there today. It's a good day to stay in and craft, right? All right. Okay. I think it's as straight as we're going to get it. So anywho, the last time we went Facebook Live, this is the card that I made with a fun little owl in his little nest and cute little inside as well. And for everyone who shared the video last week, I went ahead and did a drawing. Whether you shared on Facebook or YouTube and left me a comment in either of those places, I entered you into the drawing to win this card. And this card is going to be on its way. And I think she's watching. Cindy Howard. Congratulations, Cindy. Cindy, I believe I have your address, but since you're watching, if you wouldn't mind sending me an email or shooting me a message here on Facebook, it would really make my day, so I didn't have to dig for your address. And my email is annmarieheil@gmail.com, or you can message me here on the Stampin' Ann page. Pretty sure I have your address, but if you don't mind, I would love it if you would just drop me another email. It just makes things so much less complicated. So congratulations, Cindy. I have this owl card ready to mail out to you. And then for everyone who commented, I will have a second card. It's in pieces. It's not made. I'm sorry, I couldn't get it done by the time I went live, but the same exact card I have going out to a commenter, and that winner is Nathan Spear. Congratulations, my friend Nathan. I have your address. Actually, I'm going to see you, so I will give this to you or have this for you in person. So Nathan, congratulations. You also won an owl card, which is to be assembled after this video. So Nathan and Cindy Howard, congratulations for some cards. All right, I have to put this on the back so I don't forget. And there we go. Okay, so we'll do the same thing this week. The card I make on the video is the one that will go to one person who shares, and then I'll have a second card for a commenter. So interact and say hello. I saw snow. Who has snow? Hi, Tammy. Nicole, cold, rainy, and windy in Washington. It's hot in Queensland. It's summer for you, Sharon, isn't it? Yeah, I think because you're in summer and we're in winter. So yeah, it's total different seasons. It's raining in Florida, snowy in Montreal. Oh my goodness, lots of rain and snow. And then, of course, in Queensland, we've got summer. So that's a good thing. Okay, I want to talk to you guys real quick about my club. Guys, I have some exciting news. So if you're not part or familiar with my monthly club, which is called Cultivated Creativity, it's our 1-year anniversary this month. I am so excited. I am so passionate about this club, and I get really excited when I talk about it all the time. But it is a monthly club. Thank you to everyone who subscribes. And every month, we put together a fabulous array of projects to use with a specific bundle. And so if you're somebody who doesn't like the whole designing and putting things together, I do all that for you. So you get a great kit with up to $20 in consumable product. You get projects that are designed for you already. There's 5 projects. You get a bonus project. You'll get the tutorial for the bonus project, and plus I make that one for you completely. And then there's always some extra goodies in there. Now, Cultivated Creativity is celebrating our 1-year anniversary this month. And I am so excited to tell you about this month's club because there's going to be some extra special fun stuff going on. So this month we are featuring the Fluffiest Friends bundle. Our theme for Cultivated Creativity this month is called Cheers to the Year. And what we did is we are using Fluffiest Friends to create all occasion cards for the whole year. So, and this is going to be super cool because we're going to use Fluffiest Friends, which is an absolutely adorable bundle, number one. And then we are using a sentiment set called Throughout the Year. Now, what's great about this is if you don't have either of these, you could use another fun critter set. You could substitute, and you can use pretty much any sentiment scent you have. So this is what we're using to make the projects as designed this month. And Yeah, it's going to be super fun. Like I said, it's our 1 year anniversary. So as I mentioned, you're going to get 5 projects. There's 4 cards, 1 non-card. I'm going to give you a sneak peek here in a minute. And then there's going to be a 6th bonus project. You always get a little sweet treat from me in your kit. And this month, because it is our 1 year anniversary, there are going to be some extra special goodies for subscribers. Now, I'm not going to share all that because I want some of it to be a surprise. But I will tell you guys that if you're not subscribed to Cultivated Creativity, this is the month to do it. It's great to join during the anniversary month. The cards they're just so cute. And you're going to love all the fun stuff we're doing for the anniversary. So I hope you will check it out. Oh, Carol says Anne's Card Club is the bomb. Oh, Cindy loves the owl. Good, Cindy, I'm so glad. I can't wait to send that card to you. I saw you were making dinner, so we'll get your address. We'll get you squared away. Sharon says summer started December 1st. Wow. So you're full-blown summer now. Oh, Bryn. Bryn is so sweet. She's been a member for a while, yes. And she says, I'm an incredible designer. Thank you so much, Bryn. Oh, you guys are so cute. Nicole loves her monthly kit. Bryn wants to know if a picture of my dog, Gidget Louise, is included. I don't know. That might be negotiable. We might be able to get a party hat on Gidget Louise and put her in this month's club. Kits, we'll see. That might be kind of fun, actually, Bryn. I kind of like where you're going with that. If I could just keep a party hat on her head. So I'm going to put a link to Cultivated Creativity in the description or in the comments here on this video on Facebook. So I'd love for you guys to check it out. It's going to take you over to my blog, and it's going to, I have to open the link first, and I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. So I have to, I have to open it while I'm not talking. But you can check out all the details of Cultivated Creativity, and there's also a link to sign up. Now you can stay as long or as little as you'd like. I do want to let you know that for every 6 months you stay, you do get a gift from me, that is Stampin' Up! Product at up to usually a little more of $25 in Stampin' Up! Product. And that's for every 6 months that you stay. So here is the link. I'm trying not to rush through it. There we go. Okay. Oh, Elizabeth says it's the best club she belongs to. And Bryn, that's quite a compliment. She will choose my club over cable. That's saying a lot. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Nicole got her 6-month gift recently, and she says she loved it. So check it out, you guys. I would definitely encourage you to click the link. And as I mentioned, if you haven't joined yet, this is the month to do it. The anniversary month is going to be super special, and I think you guys are going to love it. So this is what we're using. Now you will need the stamps and dies. So everything will be included for you in your kit, with the exception of anything that's done with these. I can't send any stamped images. That's Stampin' Up! Policy. So you'll need the stamps and dies, or again, substitute with what you have. And you'll need, I believe we're using 3 ink colors: Tuxedo Black, Memento ink, Berry Burst, and Blueberry Bushel. And then you're going to need, I think it's about 5 colors of Stampin' Blends. It's over on my blog. I just posted that link. And then it's adhesives. So you'll need those things. Everything else will be ready for you to put together. Okay. So I'm going to show you a quick sneak peek of the projects this month because they're super cute. And as I mentioned, our theme is Cheers to the Year. So these are all occasion cards. What's cool about this is, if you don't want to make it for that particular occasion, just switch up your sentiment. It's super easy. So I'm going to do a flyby of the cards. And another thing I want to add with Cultivated Creativity is all of the insides of the cards are completed too. We don't skip any details there. We make sure that the party goes right into the inside, lots of extra detail, and they are beautiful, beautiful projects, you guys. Okay, so here they are. We have a fun little Easter card. Again, if you don't want to make this for Easter, you could switch it up for birthday. This has a cute little inside as well. I'm not going to share the insides because I like to keep a little surprise for the club members. And our next card is this cute little kitty card. I love him so much. The kitty's probably my favorite. Don't tell the others. And he's got a really cute inside too. We also have, this is a fun fold that is super, super cute with a little beaver, Be My Valentine. And this has a fun little sliding mechanism. It's a cute little fun fold. And there is something fun inside. And then our last card is the cute little celebration hamster or guinea pig. I don't know what he is. I think he's a hamster, but this little one is super cute. And our non-card this month is an adorable photo album. This you guys are going to want to make a ton of. It's a super cute little mini album. It opens up and it's got all kinds of fun little treats inside. I'm not going to spoil all the surprises, but the album is darling. And then there's also a bonus project, which is downstairs on my dining room table. So I apologize for that. I was actually typing it into the tutorial and I forgot to bring it upstairs. So anywho, there is a sixth project that will be a surprise when you get it. But if you are not already subscribed, I would definitely encourage you to join this month. Like I said, it's the anniversary month. There's going to be some extra fun stuff going on, and you won't want to miss this one. So super, super, super cute set. Okay. All right. Let me turn the light on here, which I should have done like 5 minutes ago, but okay, we're ready to go. Okay. Oh, Carol, she's so sweet. She says her 6 month, when you're a member for 6 months, you get a special pack of treats. She got mine, and I feel like Christmas came early. I love that. Oh, and Nicole enjoyed her kit. I think I mentioned that already. I didn't see Carol's comment, but I saw yours, Nicole. I don't know how I missed Carol's. Anywho, that's Club. Guys, check it out. Registration is open through the 20th. Now, I do want to let you guys know, depending on the numbers this month, I may have to close registration a little bit early. It's Christmas this month and all kinds of stuff. So I don't want to do that. So if you're already subscribed, you're good to go. You're already in the numbers. You don't have to worry about that. But if you're not subscribed, I would sign up sooner than later, because I don't anticipate I'm going to have to limit numbers, but you never know. Anyway, let's move on. We're going to talk about today's project. This is by request. So I shared these beautiful cards using the Timeless Arrangements bundle and the new Meandering Meadow, which is a lot to say, designer series paper for an Instagram hop this week. And I had some requests to make this card. It's not a difficult card to make, but I had some requests for measurements and things like that. So I thought we'd go ahead and put this one together today. And what's awesome about this card is it is literally the same layout. You can make it portrait or you can make it landscape mode. So it's just super cool, because it just goes to show you how when you have a gorgeous designer series paper, it can do the heavy lifting for you on a card. And there are so many possibilities with this one. So that's kind of my theme today. Oh, Carol says, I was hoping you would showcase these cards. I am so glad. I am so glad that you wanted to see these. So like I said, I had a couple requests and I was like, well, darn it all. Give the people what they want, right? No, I'm kidding. But I thought this would be super fun, and it's going to be a little choose your own adventure today. So I made these two cards initially, and we're going to talk a little bit about this designer series paper. So let's look at the DSP. So we're going to either make one of these, or we may shake it up, because you know me, I always have to overcomplicate it right before I go live. So let's look at the designer series paper. I'm going to try to take these out one at a time. So this paper is an online exclusive. It coordinates with, I don't remember the name of the bundle. I thought I did, but I just lost it. But it coordinates with a bundle. These are online exclusives. They're not in any catalogs, but they are available on the Stampin' Up! Website. And what's amazing about this paper, it is beautifully painted. These are hand painted by Stampin' Up! Artists. And one side of the paper has a beautiful scene, and then the other side just kind of has just fun watercolor texture. So there's one. I'm going to kind of go through them. There's this one here with this little pathway, and it's just absolutely stunning. The other side has this beautiful green that coordinates. I should have taken all these out ahead of time, but I know for me, when stuff's an online exclusive, I always appreciate getting a closer look at it on a video, because you don't always really get to see the detail online. So here's one, these beautiful, I don't know, I just love it. I just love that it kind of reminds me of like Monet inspired paper. It's just very, I don't know, the painting is just so beautiful, and I just love the different colors that are involved in this. Nicole says she loves this paper. She wants to frame each page and hang it on the wall. And I definitely think you could do that too, because it's like little works of art. Here's this one. This is one I used on one of the cards with the beautiful pink flowers. The other side is this beautiful yellow pattern. They're just gorgeous. And this one, a little bit richer blues, little mountains in the background. This one has a darker color on the background. Or on the B side, I should say. Here's this one with these, what are these called? Black-eyed Susans? I think that's what they're called. I kind of like this one, so I pulled this in the beginning. It has this beautiful texture on the background. And you get 1, 2, I think it's 4 of each pattern. Yeah, 4 of each pattern in a 6x6. Here's another, oh, this is pretty. I don't think I saw this one yet. I didn't even look at this one. This has blue on the background. I love that one. There's one with the blues. Again, they're really, really pretty. If you have this paper, you can chime in the comments. I'd love to hear a few. Oh, that's pretty too. Look, I'm even surprising myself. I didn't see some of these yet. This is the one I used. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I used this pattern on one of the cards I just showed you, but I never looked at the other side of it. So look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm a hot mess sometimes, you guys. I'm telling you what. Okay, we're almost to the end here. I should just take this out of the plastic. Here's one with little daisies. That's so pretty. And then clouds, almost painted clouds in the background. Here's another one. Oh, looks like we have 2 different patterns here. So we have this one. Looks like more clouds on the background. This one, I just love, oh my gosh, there's just so much detail. This is beautiful too. And I think that's all of them. Did I get them all? Yes, I think I got them all. So it should be, I don't know how many patterns, but a lot. So anywho, that's a little close-up of the paper if you haven't seen it yet. Again, this is an online exclusive, and online exclusives are available while supplies last. So if you love it, I would definitely suggest getting your hands on some of it before it goes away. So in our little discovery, I found I really liked this pattern a lot, and I kind of like this one too, even though I just found 2 others that I really liked, but I pulled these because I wanted to give you guys like an option of what you want to see today. So we can make either of these cards, or we can make a card with either of these patterns. I was kind of digging on these guys. So I'm going to keep it simple. We're just going to keep 3. So I need to know, we're going to take a little vote, and we'll go till the first that hits 5, so we're not here all day. If you would like to do the blueberry bushel card, you can just say blueberry. Shaded spruce, you can just say spruce, or floral yellow will work too. And maybe, hopefully I can keep up with the comments. So we're going to make one of these today. So I'm going to give you guys a second. I'm going to take a sip of iced tea, and I'm going to let you guys kind of typey away. And I think yellow's going to win. Yep, that's kind of what I thought. It's going quick. All right. Well, it's a good thing I pulled stuff for that before I got started. Well, that was easy. I don't even have to count. You guys want to see the yellow. So what I will tell you is, because we're going to do the yellow, we're actually going to make a portrait style card, because I think it's going to work better on this orientation versus landscape. Again, the measurements are exactly the same for whatever you use. So what's great is, depending on what the pattern is for this, you can just shift it up, because your main panel is going to be the same, and you're just going to change just a little bit of placement about where you put your little foliage. So we're going to do the floral card, because I don't think anybody suggested anything other than that. So, yep, we're good to go. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so I was having a tough time with what kind of paper I wanted to go. Let's get this blueberry bushel paper out of here, because we don't need that. I decided with this to go with early espresso, crushed curry, and shaded spruce. What do you guys think about that? Or do we want to eliminate the early espresso and go white? We can do a white layer too, and I think that would work. I did try to put the bubble bath layer with it, and I just didn't really like it. So what do you guys think? For this layer behind the paper, do we like early espresso or do we want to do white? I think the crushed curry is going to be a little too yellow because I really want it to stand out. So it'll be early espresso or white. Sharon says white, and I tend to agree with you, Sharon. So I'm gonna grab a piece of white cardstock. Oh no, that's thick white cardstock, which would work just fine, but we just need regular. Okay, Peggy says white too. Let's do white. I think it'll just kind of freshen it up and brighten it a little bit. Yeah, it just seems a little more cheery. That early espresso was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of making me sad. So here's the white behind it. I think that works. Let's try it. If we don't like it when we start assembling, we can switch it out. We've got the technology to do that. Okay, so I'm going to cut as we go. So we're going to start with a card base that is 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches, scored at 5 1/2. Now, if you are the first time visiting me, when I do cards in this orientation, I like them to open top to bottom. If you like your card to open like a book, you would just have to change your orientation so your folds or change your measurements rather, so your fold is on that side. But I like to do them this way, and the only reason I really like to do it is because they photograph a little bit nicer that way, and it's just a habit I've gotten into. So this one, oh gosh, we might need a new paper blade. Ooh, let me get my sanding block. Yeah, I think it's time to change my printer. Oh my gosh. Trimmer blade. What am I saying, you guys? Just disregard me when I say crazy things. My head's ahead of myself. Okay, so 4 1/4 by 11, we're going to score it at 5 1/2 for a card base. Thankfully, I don't have to cut too much, so we'll use the sanding block in the meantime. Okay, let me move these pieces. I already had the berry burst and the bubble bath cut for the layers, but it's okay because I'm just going to make another card with it after the video's over. So maybe that'll be the giveaway card. Okay, so this crushed curry piece will now be 3 3/4 by 5. So 3 3/4 by 5. And again, if you want the project sheet for the card I make today, that goes out to my email subscribers. You can live anywhere in the world to be an email subscriber. And wait, 3 3/4 by 5. And that will go out tomorrow. And it'll be the card we make today. And plus the pictures of the other cards will be in there too. So you'll have measurements and a full supply list. Your video is going to serve as your tutorial on how to put it together. So you can just refer back to this one. Okay, I have to move things out of the way here because I've only got a limited amount of space on the side here. Okay, and then this piece is going to be 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. And this is just a really thin layer. You're not really going to see a whole lot of the white, but I do want to sand off some of those rough edges. Ooh, change trimmer blade. That is a priority. Oh, except we have to cut the DSP. Ooh. Okay. So now another thing with this paper is you may have to make, some different cuts depending on where you want your focal image to lay. I think I'm going to trim off a little bit on this side. And you know what? What colors? Oh, that's not going to work on the inside. But you know what? I'm going to trim off about 3/4 of an inch. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to save this for the inside of the card because I don't want to waste it. So I have a layer for the inside of the card that is the same measurement as the crushed curry. So we're just going to save this for the inside. And we'll just kind of pop it on the side. Yeah, that's perfect. So we'll just cut this at 5. So there, we didn't waste it, and it'll make the inside of the card super pretty. So we'll save that off to the side. Okay, so now we're going to need 3 strips of Designer Series paper that are 1 1/8 by 4 3/4. So I'm going to do the 1 1/8 first and keep them in order. So 1 1/8 inches. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Because I want them all to kind of match up. Now the question is, how much do I want to see of the pattern and where am I going to cut it? So I kind of want to see a little bit of the sky and a little bit of the flowers. So you just kind of have to, you know, you could do all flowers if you wanted to. We could move this up higher and have it be like the tiniest pop of sky and more flowers. Or we can just trim. I kind of want to do the full scene, so we're going to trim just a little bit off. So I'm going to trim about a 1/2 inch off the top of each strip. Again, keep them in order so they go on your paper in order. So a 1/2 inch. And you're not really wasting that much DSP this way. I mean, like I said, we recycled that first little strip for the inside of the card, and then we're just going to throw that out. So it's really not that bad. And then from the bottom, I'm making these 4 3/4. So perfect. We're not taking that much off the bottom either. So 4 3/4. So you just kind of have to see with this paper how you want your scene to line up. I think I got them out of order, but that's okay. We'll figure it out in a minute. So you've got these little scraps here, and I don't know, guys, what do you think? Like, how small is too small of a scrap to save? I personally wouldn't save these, but I know some people would probably do something really cool with it. But how big, like, what's your threshold for throwing out scraps? Like, how small do they have to be before you're like, no, that's too small? Okay, they did get out of order a little bit. So we're just going to line them up. Perfect. So we've got enough of that little scene showing, which I kind of wanted a little sky, and I think it works. Is this still out of order? That's still out of order. Hold on. No. This one goes here. The sky, I remember, had a dip. So this should be it. Oh, see, I got them all out of order and got myself all confused. Okay, now we're lined up. Okay. So Peggy says she's really bad with saving scraps. I know some people don't mess with scraps at all. And then there are other people who like to save all of them. I save my cardstock scraps, and I have big binders, and I have a plastic sheet protector for each color. But sometimes I save pieces that are way too small, and I never end up using them, and they just kind of clutter. So I have to figure out what my new threshold's going to be. New year, new me. I'm going to figure that out for 2024. Hi, Jamie. Nice to see you. Okay, so we're going to start by gluing these little panels. And again, we're looking at about a 1/8 inch border around here. So what I like to do is I like to start with the right and left side and then kind of piece in the center. I know everybody has their own method for doing it. This just kind of helps me keep it straight a little bit. So I'm going to do my right and left side first. And again, I'm really just looking for about a 1/8 inch border. And I like to use liquid glue so I have some wiggle room. Okay, Nicole says she's been trying to be better about tossing smaller scraps. She would say smaller than 2 inches need to go. I kind of agree with you on that. Sometimes, you know, I'm really bad about hanging on to basic white. Oh gosh, I hold on to like the tiniest pieces of basic white, and I know I'm never going to use them. My rule was always like, if you can use a die cut to cut it, can you save it? But 9 times out of 10, when I'm making cards, I just grab a new piece of cardstock anyway. So I'm like wondering, is it really worth it to save the DSP? Okay, so by starting with left and right, now I can kind of piece this in the middle and make it work. So again, I would suggest either I don't know. Some people I know like to start in the middle. I don't like to do that because if you're not really sure of the middle, then these will be off. So I like to go left, right, center. And that kind of helps me keep it straight. But I have seen some people who start in the middle. I'm not really good at eyeballing exactly where the middle is, but I guess you could use a ruler for that if you wanted to. I don't have time for that today. Nobody's got time for a ruler today, guys. And there we go. So it's just kind of pieced together. I like the white in the background. I think it's much prettier than the early espresso, for sure. It's a little bit brighter and fun. What do you guys think? I am just seeing, I am going to take the tiniest sliver, the tiniest, like so itty bitty, it probably doesn't even matter. It's like that. Just off the top. I felt like it needed just a little bit. Jamie says she's seen some people start in the middle too and eyeball it, and they're not good at it either. I know we always have our best intentions, but I find when you're doing these super tiny spaces between layers, it's just really easier to kind of go with that left, right, middle. Because it's easier to kind of make it work in the middle, and like we can, what we just did, we can just shave a little bit off the top if we want to. So I feel good about that. Okay, just layer these up. And again, these are itty bitty 1/8 inch layers. You could make them bigger if you wanted to. I just kind of like the little subtle pops of color. And crushed curry is a color that I like in small doses. I love it on this paper, but I don't love this big piece of it. So I think that's just enough crushed curry. And oh, how pretty, you guys. I love this one. I think this might be my favorite one of the three. We'll look at them all at the end and you can tell me, but I'm kind of happy we did this one today. Okay, so this one I'm going to put on with Stampin' Dimensionals. And you guys, it's a big layer, so we're going to use a lot of Stampin' Dimensionals. So don't get angry if you're not an over-dimensionalizer like I am. You can use as many as you want or as few as you want, but I'm going to use that many. I would probably use more, but I don't want to get any angry comments. I've actually been having fun with some foam tape lately. For big backgrounds like this, I like to use foam tape. So Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell a foam tape. I really wish they would. But sometimes for layers, I like to use a foam tape. It's a little bit sturdier. So pretty. Okay. So, and then we have this much left. And, you know, you could just use that with something else. But like I said, we saved our first little scrap for the inside of the card. So we'll just save this for something else. Maybe I can use that pattern for something. Okay, next up, I have a couple things pre-cut. I did use a stylish shape circle, the second largest, I believe, out of vellum. And the only reason I did that is when I start to put my layer on, I have this little layer of vellum just because it's going to pop that focal image up a little bit and blur out the background a little bit. I think it'll be really pretty once we get the other colors on here, although right now I don't love it because it's muting out those beautiful flowers, but I think it's going to be pretty in a minute. And then we have the tag, the sentiment strip from Timeless Arrangements. We need to cut some foliage. And let's see, I have a piece of More Glimmer specialty paper in the champagne, which I think everybody needs to have. And then we're going to need some scraps of crushed curry and a little bit of shaded spruce, I think. We might get that early espresso. Like I said, this is last minute, so we'll have to kind of play with it. Let me find my Timeless Arrangements dies. Here they are. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of foliage in the background. And what I love about these dies is they make this foliage placement like super easy. We're going to do the leaves, leaves, and then we're going to do, I think these flowers. Yeah, we'll do the leaves and flowers. And then we're going to do a little sprig of sparkle and maybe this flower. Let's see what happens. Hi, Anita. Nice to see you there today. we're kind of, see, once we get on the fly, I start thinking and look what happens. Okay, I know I think I want like 3 sprigs of this, so let's do these first. Just gonna cut a little piece of paper. And I know it's time for me to change my plates. I don't want to hear any judgment about this plate. It's really bad, but it still works. And I need to change this top plate too, but hey, as long as it's still cranking dies through the machine right now, it works. I hate replacing my plates, you guys. So random fun fact about me, replacing plates and cutter blades are like, they're the bane of my existence. So I want to get the most out of my supplies. So when it comes to replacing them, I'm like, no, it hasn't broken yet. I can still get more out of this. All right. Okay. Normally I have everything done ahead of time, but since I knew we'd kind of be doing this with a vote, I just kind of figured let's wing it today. Okay, I'm going to move some of this because this is when I start losing pieces. So we're going to do the leaves in shaded spruce, and I think we're going to need 2 of them. So let's hopefully cut enough cardstock to do that. Cindy says she'll be making some cards like this using some of the different scenes. Yeah, Cindy, this paper is it's amazing. And what's great is even if you don't have the bundle that coordinates with it, see how I pair what you have. I picked Timeless Arrangements and I just kind of made it work with it because the paper really does all the work for this. And I think it's just super, super pretty. So, and this is a bundle that I use a lot because I love little foliage. And this one makes it super easy to put little pops of foliage together. Oh gosh, did I? No, I'm gonna get this on here. I'm gonna get it on there. It's just like a little shy. Okay. If I have to cut anything off, I'm gonna cut that little rectangle off because that's just gonna hold it to the sentiment layer. Yeah, just a little. No one will know it's going to be tucked in. This is how we cut ourselves. I should be taking this out the right way. Okay, so we're going to have 2 of these. And then let's do, we got to get some crushed curry. We got to do it. Hope I'm giving myself enough paper here. Timeless Arrangement is a timeless set. I agree with you. And I think it's one of those great sets that, you know, I find I use a lot because it makes beautiful cards. And I don't know, I just think I'm a big fan of die cuts. When you can make a lot of things with different die cut images, like that's my jam. And I love putting these together. Sure, it's a little more work to cut them all out, but I find that very therapeutic when I stamp. Some people like to fussy cut. I am not those people, but I will do it. But I just find it fun to cut a whole bunch of little images and pop them together. Okay, we have this little flower. I don't know, guys. You know what? I'm just going to do, look at me cutting this whole piece of cardstock for just this. I'm just going to cut 2 of these in Early Espresso. We'll see if we like them. If we don't, we won't use them. But I kind of want to bring in that other color, but I don't know if I like it yet. Sometimes you just don't know. You don't know until you start putting it together. Oh my gosh, did I cut all of that? It went off the cardstock. Oh yeah. Okay, hold tight. We gotta cut 3 now. Peggy says she's not a fuzzy cutter. She likes dies and punches. Peggy, you're my people. I'll fussy cut if I have to. It's not that bad. I used to hate it a lot more than I do now. But it's like you just have to learn to let the scissors do the work. And once you do that, fussy cutting becomes a whole lot easier. But my problem is I always get a hand cramp because of how I hold my scissors. Okay, so we cut 2 of these. I don't know if we're going to use them, but they're here if we need them. All right, so now we need a sentiment. Let me move the dies over here so I don't lose them. Okay, we're going to use this. So what do we want to do? We used, on the first 2 cards, we used I really appreciate you. Your kindness means everything to me. What sounds good for something else? We have you make me smile. Let's make that one of the choices. And you are so kind. Let's do that. So we want smile or kind. I'm going to grab Shaded Spruce ink while you guys vote. Oh, almost knocked over my iced tea. That would have been fun. Okay. Smile. You guys like smile. That's a good one. Who wouldn't love to get that card in the mail, right? You make me smile. And then on the inside, we can do thanks for being my friend. You want to do that on the inside? How does that sound? Okay, so we'll do you make me smile, and then we'll do thanks for being my friend on the inside. Unless you have another suggestion, I'm open. We got time. I'm not rushing today. I'm just kind of going with it. If you can stay with me, great. If you can't, come back and watch the replay. But I'm not rushing myself today. I'm just enjoying stamping, which I don't do very often. I'm always in a hurry. So I said, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm just going to take it easy. Okay, we'll save this for when we do the inside. You make me smile. Okay, now what I love about these is we're just going to get a little bit of liquid glue on the backs of these little rectangles, and we're just going to start putting them together. That's why I love this set so much, because once you get everything cut, assembly is super easy. So we're going to start with bringing crushed curry to the front. I'm just going to kind of hang the leaves a little bit over the edge. We're going to do, oh, did I do this? Oh, I did it backwards. I did it backwards. Hold on. There's a little glue on the back of it. I'm not going to get messy. I'm not going to get messy. Famous last words. I'm going to get messy, but. Okay, so we went top and bottom. And then we're going to pop the leaves here. Just kind of bring them out and just have them come to life a little bit. And it just kind of fills the space really nicely, right? It's really pretty. Okay, now we're going to go to mini glue dots. She says in theory, where's the box of mini glue dots? I just grabbed a new one. And I don't know where I put it. Okay, we might not be using mini glue dots because I can't find the box that I just had. So we're going to use liquid glue. Okay, let's see real quick if we want these flowers. We got to make that decision first. I'm not opposed to these. What do you guys think? Do you love them or hate them? That one cut a little funny, but it's okay. We're going to cover it up. We're going to pop, I think, over on the side here. Okay. I'm going to do this with liquid glue, you guys. Because I'm not rushing and in a hurry, I think I should be okay and not make a mess today. We'll see. We need that little pop of sparkle. Kind of didn't think that was going to stick. I wish I knew where my glue dots were. I literally just grabbed a whole bunch of them. You know what we're going to do? Let's grab a Stampin' Dimensional. Of course. I may need to cut some strips. Hold on. Stampin' Dimensionals to the rescue. Here we go. That, we'll hold that in place with the Stampin' Dimensional. And then we're going to put these 2 little ones. I'm going to do one here. And I'm probably using too many dimensionals. If you have glue dots, use glue dots. But find your glue dots before you use them. Ooh, I don't know how I'm doing this. Actually, you know what we're going to do? I get all quiet when I'm placing these. And I know for some people, stamping on the fly is super frustrating because you're like, hurry up. I don't know what I'm making yet, so I can't hurry up. You're going to pop these 2 in here. I had somebody tell me that on a live once. They were like, can you hurry up with what you're doing? And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. How do I hurry if I don't know what I'm making yet? Peggy says, no rush. It's a Sunday, right? Everybody's just kind of taking it easy today. Okay, I'm going to pop this here. That might be too much early espresso. I just kind of want it as an accent. I don't want it like overpowering. There we go. Okay. This would have been a whole lot easier with glue dots. That's okay though. All right, and now we'll just pop on a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals, all cattywampus like so. Hi, Shirley. So glad you're here. Okay, now, got rogue die cuts all over the place. This is how we lose things. Okay, let's look at our card real quick. I feel like we lost a little bit of the sunflowers here. Yeah, we did, because this is kind of a lot of foliage, but it's okay. It still works. To be really honest with you, if you wanted to, you could simply do the You Make Me Smile, and that's it. You could just do a sentiment strip on here too, if you wanted to. What do you guys think? Is it too much foliage? We're going to try something. We're just going to try the sentiment strip. We're going to see if we like it. And if we don't, that's fine too. I think you have to kind of go with the paper, right? Some papers, I think some of the patterns in this, it might be kind of cool to just do the sentiment, and because they're not as busy. But I think with this one, I kind of feel like we're losing a little bit of the beautiful paper. What do you guys think? Do you think like we should do the flowers, or do you think we should just do the sentiment? And there's no right or wrong answer. Whatever we feel like looks good. Simpler is better. I think so on this pattern, don't you? I think on the other patterns, I think the foliage works, but I feel like on this one, it kind of works to just keep it simple. Maybe I'll put a littler vellum, a smaller vellum circle in the back. I'm making a mess today, you guys. I'm going to try that smaller vellum circle. We'll see if we like it. We can save this for another project. I think it'll probably work with another pattern, but that's not vellum. That's instructions for something. We want to cut this from vellum. Trying to think of what ribbon I have that I might be able to kind of mix in here a little bit. I don't really have a ribbon. Okay, Jamie likes a little pop of sparkle in there too. We might be able to pull those little sparkly things out from the other one. Oh yeah, this one I think needs a simpler piece. Let's pull these little sparkly doodads out. Okay, we've got some sparkly doodads, and I'm totally going to rip this apart, but I don't care. We're going to add, I'm just ripping these out of here. It's fine. Sometimes you just don't know what you like, right? This just needs less stuff. All right, and I'm going to do the, there we go. Okay. I think I have this under control now. We like it better. I don't even have tape runner that's full, you guys. Like, what is going on in my world over here? Ah, here's what we're going to do. Tear and tape to the rescue. I need adhesive in a pinch, so we're going to do tear and tape. Okay, so we're going to get some foliage. We're just not going to use as much foliage. So this card is foliage light. So we'll do, just going to do a little bit of the crushed curry, because I still want to bring a little pop of yellow in there. A little bit of green, and the little tiny pops of sparkle. What do you guys think? Kind of jamming on this a little bit more. Okay. I really need to make sure I have adhesive when I get started. I am liking this so much better, you guys. Okay, and on this side, I'm going to go green first, then curry, and then the tiniest pop of sparkle right here. Ah, good. Okay. Myrtle likes this. Jamie likes this better. Yes, that's much better. Much better. Okay, so this is our foliage light card. And I'm liking that a whole lot more, you guys. So there you go. Sometimes you just have to make it work. And I'm going to pop my dimensionals over. We're going really long today, but it's okay. No pressure, no stress. There we go. Okay. Sharon says less is more. Sometimes you are absolutely right, Sharon. I think this is one of those cards where this particular pattern, we just need a little bit less. And it's beautiful. I love that. I want a little bit more yellow showing there. Yes. Okay. I like it. Did I pop these up? I did. Okay. So we're just going to do a strip of Stampin' Dimensionals on the back because dimension's where it's at. But you could just very easily glue this down too, but just put some liquid glue on the vellum behind the circle. Okay, and now I already tied it. We've just got our little white baker's twine ribbon, which I think is fine. I have a linen thread. I'm kind of liking the white, keeping it consistent with the other one. Oh, except where are those glue dots? Guys, out here they are. Ay, ay, ay. I was like, I literally just had them on my desk like a few hours ago. Found them. Isn't that crazy? At least I found them when I could still use them, right? Do you guys do that? Oh my gosh. Sometimes I have things like right next to me on my desk and I'll spend like forever looking for them. And they're right there. That's kind of where these were. They were real close. They just It just escaped me. There we go. Let's put those where they go so I don't lose them again. And now we just need a little embellishment. I think the linen thread would have been pretty with this too, but I do like the white. Okay, now these are the Tinsel Gem 4-pack, and what I found with these is sometimes, like, these are lemon lime twist, but depending on what you put them on, no, they definitely are a lot lighter than I want them to be. Sometimes if you put them, whatever background you put them on, they might take on a different color. They might look a little bit more like crushed curry, but not so much. We're going to use green because I think, yeah, that works. So we're going to go these green ones, and then we'll put one more little one down here just to kind of finish things off. And then let's do the inside real fast. Got our little strip, and then we'll do, what do we say? Thanks for being my friend. Thank you for being my friend. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks for being my friend. Let's find the stamps. Thanks. You are so kind. No. For always being there. For being my friend. There we go. Okay. And if this is your first time visiting, I don't normally go like this long, but we're doing a little on the fly stamping. So, you know, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. We need that. Okay, so we're going to do thanks for being my friend. I just love this stamp set, don't you guys? I'll kind of offset it a little bit. And I like that you have like a little bit of versatility, so you can kind of place the stamps however you want them. So if you wanted to do them offset like we did, or you wanted to do them lined up completely, that's what I think is kind of fun about this particular stamp set. It's time for a new sheet. I've got ink and adhesive and all kinds of stuff on the bottom here. Just do the tiniest little strip. Again, that little 1/8 inch strip to keep it continuous. Oops. Need to shave just a little bit off the top. Where's my trimmer? Tiniest little bit. Perfect. And then we'll look at all of them together, and you guys can tell me if you have a favorite. But this paper is amazing. If you don't have it, I would highly recommend it. And it's just, I don't know, it's just a little, oh no, what's that? Okay, there's something on the cardstock, so whoever wins this card, I did not do that. That is not ink. It is just part of the cardstock. It just adds a little bit of extra flair. Now it's all I can see because I'm focused on it, but sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get a little imperfection in color, and that's okay. It's handmade. Can't be perfect, right? Ta-da! You make me smile. Thanks for being my friend. I'm going to cover that up. And I think it's pretty. I actually really like this. Okay, so here's the card we made today. And these are the original 2 cards I made. Now, like I mentioned, the measurements are exactly the same for this. And if you wanted to make it a horizontal card, it's the same exact layout, same measurements. We just shifted it to a horizontal because it worked a little better with this pattern. So what do you guys think? Do you have a favorite between the patterns? I'm partial to the pinks. I think out of all of them, I think this one's my favorite. Because I really like the pops of pinks in this one, but I do really like the yellow too. And you could actually put some Wink of Stella, some Stinkofwella on your little flowers too to make them sparkle a little bit more if you want to. So that's another option, but there you go. They're all really pretty. So this paper, think about it. Like, look at how many cards you could make from just this paper. And it's just these, you know, you could do as many of these little florals as you want to. I don't know. I just think it's kind of cool. So anywho, if you want a project sheet for this, which will have measurements and a full supply list of everything we used today, I will do the project sheet. I have it started. I think it has one of these cards on it. You'll get a picture of all the cards. And I'll put a list of everything for on here as well. But if you want that project sheet, make sure you're signed up for my email list. And my email will go out tomorrow. You'll get the project sheet for this week, and you'll also get last week's in case you missed it. And tomorrow is December 4th. So if you're watching this video, it is a later date. Just kind of keep that in mind. If you do sign up for my email list, you will get a project sheet. You just might not get this one for this video, depending on the date you're watching. Okay? But there's today's cards. And as I mentioned, I did do a sneak peek of Club for this month. Again, it is our 1-year anniversary for the Cultivated Creativity Club. And if you are not registered for that, I would highly recommend it. We're using Fluffy as friends. I did a sneak peek of the projects for Club this month. And because it's an anniversary month, there's lots of extra goodies. So if you're not signed up, please sign up and join. It'll be so much fun. So thank you so much for joining me, you guys, today. I know I went a little bit long, but I think it was worth it, right? Lots of beautiful projects to look at and a beautiful way to showcase that paper. So I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. I hope you get some crafting time in. Take good care and be safe, guys. And happy stamping out there. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everyone.